Developing right now out of D.C., Chief Justice John Roberts has now confirmed the authenticity of the leaked documents, indicating the Supreme Court is poised right now to overturn Roe versus Wade.
The landmark ruling has guaranteed abortion rights for women for about half a century, and the unprecedented leak has sent shockwaves all across America. Tensions flaring outside the nation's highest court Monday night.
Choose women! Choose women! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Roe v. Wade has got to go!
An unprecedented leak, an apparent draft of a Supreme Court opinion obtained by Politico. The document, dated February 10th, apparently shows that 5 conservative justices have voted to overturn Roe v. Wade and nearly 50 years of abortion rights precedent. The draft opinion is apparently written by Justice Samuel Alito. It was not meant to be released to the public and is not final, but it would uphold Mississippi's ban on abortion after 15 weeks and explicitly overturn Roe v. Wade and the 1992 decision that reaffirmed it, Planned Parenthood versus Casey. The reporter who published the draft speaking about what they know from the opinion.
Our understanding is that what happened in this case is that the opinion was assigned to Justice Samuel Alito, and he and his clerks have spent the 2 months or 2.5 months between the arguments in December and mid-February preparing this opinion. It's 67 pages in text and then a 31-page appendix that was circulated at the court.
The language of this draft is blunt, at times scornful, of the landmark decision that protected a woman's right to choose abortion. Justice Alito apparently writing, Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. He calls it an abuse of judicial authority and adds it is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives. Abortion rights groups, including Planned Parenthood, swiftly blasting the leaked opinion, but reminding women it's outrageous, it's unprecedented, but it is not final. Abortion is your right and it is still legal. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi issuing a joint statement declaring that justices like Brett Kavanaugh and Neil Gorsuch lied to the U.S. Senate, ripped up the Constitution, and defied both precedent and the Supreme Court's reputation.
If this report is accurate, the Supreme Court is poised to inflict the greatest restriction of rights in the past 50 years, not just on women, but on all Americans.
While Republicans slammed the fact this draft was leaked in the first place.
A shocking new breach. Somebody, likely somebody inside the court itself, leaked a confidential internal draft to the press, almost certainly in an effort to stir up an inappropriate pressure campaign to sway an outcome.
President Biden at Joint Andrews Base reacting to the draft.
It concerns me a great deal that we're going to, after 50 years, decide a woman does not have a right to choose. Every other decision relating to the notion of privacy is thrown into question.
The Supreme Court confirming the leaked document is authentic, releasing a statement. It says in part, although the document described in yesterday's report is authentic, it does not represent a decision by the court or the final position of any member on the issues in the case. Chief Justice Roberts asking the marshal of the court to investigate, adding, quote, to the extent this betrayal of the confidences of the court was intended to undermine the integrity of our operations, it will not succeed. The work of the court will not be affected in any way. Now, this report comes as 5 states have enacted strict abortion restrictions and sweeping bans, many of them ready to immediately cut off access to care. And 13 states have so-called trigger laws, which would immediately outlaw abortion once the court overturns Roe.